Welcome everyone to another quick open source breaking news. Rust edition here. Holds the presses, stops the presses. Rust 171 released the other day. Rust team happy to announce a new version. Programming language, we know that. Empowering everyone's like everyone is like empowering computer scientists and similar educated programmers to build reliable and efficient software. What is new? Stable C unbind API stabilizes the C unbind and other unbind suffixed AB aberrants. Behavior of unforced unwind, the typical case, is specified in the table from the RFC which proposed the feature. Each ABI is mostly equivalent to the same ABI without unwind, except that with unwind the behavior is defined to be safe when an unwinding operation, panic or C++ style exceptions, crosses the ABI boundary. Panic equals unwind. Debugger visualization attributes of debugger visualization netwist file TDB allows embedding netwist descriptions and GDB scripts into Rust. Yes, it is easy, right? Debugging complex stuff. Recurrently live on this channel. Raw dial-up linking on Windows platform. Update to Musel, previously announced. Updates to that most users should not be affected. I guess it's only the internal pre-build, I would guess. Probably this is Rustc, which really Linux distributions, of course, ship their own binaries. And const analyze thread locals, Rust 159 stabilized const initialized thread local support in the standard library, which allows for more optimal code generation. However, until now this feature was missed in release notes and documentations. Now this stabilize does not make const valid expression or a syntax in other contexts that is separate and currently unstable feature. Other stabilized APIs, C string is empty and other such stuff. 42, also something failed. Thank you very much. Let's skip over that. I built this already. It was one of the releases where I had to patch up a little bit more. I kinda nearly considered to go upstream live. One thing that is rather frustrating, so it took a while, also because obviously we have quite some patches, and more than usual of those broke. But what is really annoying, which obviously also broke, is here this vendored sources, right? And I said this before, recurrent criticism, really not cool. I would really appreciate if they fix this so the consequence, and welcome everyone, of their micro dependencies. And recurrent question, what terminal font? Of course, the best terminal font, Comic Code, we use a commercial font that is simply code therapy, comical, amazing. But what I noticed here, and what I said already 100 times, I find this really crazy, that what happens here is that in Rust and Cargo you specify a version and then you get this version, and there is not static or dynamic system linking in Rust and Cargo. If you build something like Rust, Cargo, or Alacrity, or all the other similar such things, if a Cargo toml file specifies a specific version, you will get it, right? And that means you usually don't have this installed in the system, like zin or temp file or text wrap. And instead, each time you build something, you get this recompiled, right? This is completely different from the usual C, C++, D, C#, and other such. Usually we have a setlib and libjpeg in the system and we use it, right? With Rust and Cargo, each software you build is recompiles. And the crazy thing is, I said this before, that because then each of those libraries, right, why are here at times 5? And they added more because I noticed that because we patch, for example, object for Spark 32, because upstream doesn't support 32-bit Spark, and object here. And so previously they had 0.29, and so they added at least one more. I mean, due to all their dependencies, They don't need object 0.29, but now they need object 0.30 plus whatever version. Here's an object. Which version is it? Edition version 1.31.1. I find this really annoying. Especially, I mean, this is unheard of in the software industry, and I find it really stupid. Then they should have rather, I mean, first of all, maybe have the XAMPP version agreement that, what did I, 131? Or what did I say? 131.1. What are the others? 130? ORP. Yeah, 130. So they have here 131 and added 133. This is just ridiculous, right? That means multiple things, right? Oh, so what breaks now with them sensors? There's always something breaking. Pretty sure this built recently. The consequence is that if you build something, you often get things 2, 3, 4 times compiled, right? So we build Rust in Cargo, and then you get object compiled 4 times, right? If there's a bug or a missing feature like Spark or other Rustc support, then you need to patch each, right? So normally in Linux distributions we patch it once, like let's say setlib or libelf or such equivalents. And now we need to patch it 4 freaking times, right? This is completely and like repetitively the same. If we go in here, I should actually not go out there. Is it this or the other? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I just realized just even my coffee can't help anymore. So we patch object. And then we patch exactly the same stuff in object 31, 32, and 33. Isn't that amazing? I find this is so ridiculous. Plus, of course, usually if you don't have vendored sources, then you get this loaded from the internet. And I had this, right? I was sitting somewhere with expensive 5G roaming. I needed to build something, and then it didn't build. I wasted all the bandwidth, right? Loading it again and again. Of course, since then in T2 we have support for caching this and vendoring that. So the other thing is, like if you build something like Alacrity and other such whatever Rust sources, like utils, then you can't even patch the dependencies because they are automatically behind your back loaded, and then even the checksum of the source files checked. Also recurring nonsense. We have support for this too now in T2, that now we have one function of vendor those sources, and then they are vendored and checksums patched. Like at 2023, you need to quirk and hack code to cache sources and delete the checksum just so that you can patch your non-working stuff. Anton. There writes, only constant is rush brokenness. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we need to write our own programming language, obviously, after. Leave in the comments below, probably a poll coming soon on my main channel. Should we first write a programming language or first the operating system? Yeah, let's commit this. Rustc, alright, I wanted to, so we, let's record some stuff. What is here? What did I do here? Right, I remember what did I improve here? Alright, I go here through, alright, I believe I optionally, okay, that is not critical. Spark, no bash completion, and desk. Now we need just copy this, because obviously not going to manually write this when we have that scripted. Oh, awesome. Updated Rust. They are online in your favorite BSD-like Linux distribution. And last but not least, I wanted to quickly count this. Or can we even just last but not least to document the vendor. Is it even, I mean, we could, I think I don't write 832. I believe this may or may not be accurate, but I believe 2 or 3 years ago, one of my earlier videos, this were 150, at least that were used. Maybe these are more because this is what Rust ships. Also, they ship all these randoms in their, all this double, triply, and quadruplicated micro dependencies in their release table, right? They are so nice to include this for bootstrapping, which other sources don't do of Alacrity. It's nice for them to ship it, but it also makes the Rust release table include, like, imagine you would release Xorg server or Xterm, and you would include libx11, the C library, setlib, xcb, and all the other dependencies. This is simply, I find it just hilarious. This is, the ecosystem is already the biggest showstopper. Why so much stuff failing? This is somehow new. I thought we have everything under control. And then, did we? I believe. What do we do currently? Do we? Don't tell me we enabled iDev. No, by default. Nope. Need to check whatever broke there. This was just building. Yeah, it's only constant change integration. This was just building last month. Yeah, 832. I can't make this shit up. Although maybe some are not used. Maybe this number is slightly off. Because previously I grabbed the log and I believe that was 150 or so 3 years ago. So maybe here are some that are not. Maybe are some that are only used on Windows and so on. So yeah, like Windows, whatever. So, but this is just staggering, astonishing, mind-blowing number. Yeah, absolute insane. Why does this now? Embedded Linux. Okay, I believe we added that EL, or did we not? Yeah, that's probably it for this video. If you want to see more, then probably we should continue another video. This is enabled, maybe not so. Or is it not cross-compiling blues? Oops, hello? Oh, blues. What was the other? Okay. Okay, then let's drastically lower this. Doesn't explain the other breakage though. Oh, I just cleaned it, huh? How many people? Dependency here, Linux is functionally broken because of that. Yeah, but this is not Linux, right? Most of Linux is still C, unfortunately. I wouldn't even say, because I wouldn't really agree. And also this is modern Rust, right? We're not talking about religion. Let's maybe Chrome, 2 years, Chrome also added Rust as a dependency recently. Yeah, coming soon. We built Chrome 2 years ago or so live on this channel. We need to further improve our package actually. What did I wanted to check. Let's quickly see, should we split this? Do we need a more live, or you're not? Let's do something crazy. Let's stream on Twitch just for the love of Twitch, because to keep this YouTube, I don't want to overstream here. So that's basically the Rust topic. And if you want to see me even more live, then hey, there is Twitch. Let's revive it. We don't use it often, so see you in 5 minutes at Twitch if I find my password and log in, what, ever breaks now with the other. Oh, you poor. Okay, that is GUDEF. Yeah, like, yeah, Twitch, there, somewhere. Twitch TV, my name, something. You will probably find it.